Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we embark on a journey to explore 5 of the most profound and interconnected dimensions of human civilization: religion, science, philosophy, culture, and art. At first glance, these fields may seem distinct, each with its own purpose and domain. However, if we look closer, we will discover that they are deeply intertwined, each influencing the other and shaping the course of human thought and progress. Through the insightful lens of Zhang Xiangqian's ideas, we will explore how these areas interact, clash, and complement each other, offering us a richer understanding of the world and ourselves. Let's begin with a profound and age-old question. Does God, Buddha, or immortals exist in the universe? Zhang Xiangqian proposes that Buddha, immortals, and God are in fact collective creations of human beings, a set of information that humans have developed over time. Some people, particularly strict materialists, argue that if we can't see or touch these divine beings, then they don't exist. On the other hand, there are devout believers who firmly hold that these entities exist and influence our lives in ways beyond human comprehension. Zhang offers a unique perspective. God, Buddha, and immortals are akin to human thoughts. While we cannot physically see or touch them, they undoubtedly exist in our collective consciousness. Their existence is objective in the sense that they shape human beliefs and actions, thereby influencing our societies and cultures. Religion, at its core, is based on faith, which does not require physical evidence to be valid. This makes religion a unique form of knowledge, one that transcends logic and reason, directly appealing to human emotions and intuition. Zhang emphasizes that religion provides spiritual comfort and a sense of belonging, emotional needs that science, in many cases, cannot fulfill. The origins of religion are complex and deeply rooted in human history. According to Zhang, religion emerged as a response to humanity's helplessness when confronted with natural disasters, sickness, death, and other uncontrollable forces. In primitive societies, people's limited understanding of the natural world led them to create gods and deities to explain phenomena they couldn't comprehend. Religion initially arose from fear and helplessness. By worshiping divine beings, early humans hoped to gain some form of control over their destinies, or at least find comfort in their spiritual beliefs. As human understanding of the natural world grew, science began to emerge as a way to explain the universe. In the beginning, science and religion were not clearly separated. Both aimed to answer fundamental questions about the universe and human life. However, over time, science and religion began to diverge, with science relying on reason and experiments to explain the world, while religion clung to faith and mystical powers. Yet, as Zhang points out, religion still plays an important role in many aspects of modern life. Despite the rapid progress of science, many people continue to find meaning, peace, and guidance through religious belief. While science may explain how the world works, religion often provides the why. The rise of science marks a turning point in human history, as people began to use reason to explain natural phenomena. Zhang notes that science is essentially a method of understanding the world, while technology is the means by which this understanding is applied. Science relies on rational thought, rigorous logic, and experimental validation, making it the primary tool for comprehending the material world. Zhang mentions that science has evolved from Newtonian mechanics, through Einstein's theory of relativity, to quantum mechanics, each stage revealing more of the universe's underlying principles. The power of science lies in its ability to be empirically tested, with theories often expressed through precise mathematical formulas. For example, Einstein's theory of relativity revealed the relative nature of time and space, while quantum mechanics illuminated the uncertainty at the heart of the microworld. These scientific breakthroughs drastically changed our perception of the universe, and in some ways align with religious perspectives. For instance, the Buddhist idea that the material world is an illusion resonates with the scientific understanding that matter can transform into energy. Zhang also discusses his own theory, the unified field theory, which he believes will become the ultimate theory to explain all forces in the universe. According to Zhang, the unified field theory can fully explain the relationship between gravitational fields and electromagnetic fields, potentially revolutionizing our understanding of time, space, and matter. Despite its many successes, science does have its limits. While it excels at explaining the material world, it falls short when addressing the spiritual or emotional dimensions of human life. This is why Zhang emphasizes that science and religion are not necessarily at odds. They operate in different realms, complementing each other rather than conflicting. Historically, the relationship between religion and science has been fraught with conflict. For example, Galileo was persecuted by the Church for advocating the heliocentric model of the solar system, and Giordano Bruno was executed for defending scientific truths. These events illustrate how religion, at times, has hindered the development of science. However, Zhang suggests that while religion and science take different approaches to understanding the world, both are forms of human knowledge. Religion is based on intuition, while science is grounded in reason and logic. As Zhang eloquently puts it, religion and science are like two sides of the same coin. They oppose each other but are inseparable. Religion provides a way to interpret the world through faith and intuition, without requiring logical proof. In contrast, science seeks to analyze and explain the world through reason and empirical evidence. Zhang argues that while science can explain complex phenomena, religion often adds layers of mystery to simple questions, turning them into profound existential inquiries. Despite their differences, religion often draws upon scientific discoveries to reinforce its own interpretations. For instance, when science discovered that mass and energy could be converted into one another, some religious thinkers use this to argue that the material world is an illusion, consistent with the views of many religious traditions. Religion, therefore, uses science to explain the world from its own perspective, albeit in a different direction. Zhang concludes that religion and science are not mutually exclusive. Instead, they complement each other. Science may describe the physical world with precision, but it cannot entirely replace the moral guidance and spiritual comfort that religion provides. Both play vital roles in the human experience. Zhang emphasizes that culture is the record of human thought and behavior, while art is the most emotionally impactful part of culture. Culture and art are vital aspects of the human spirit, offering unique expressions of how we understand the world and evoke deep emotional responses. Culture is more than just the accumulation of knowledge. It is a creative way of expressing ideas and experiences. Zhang points out that the way culture is expressed has changed over time, especially with advances in technology. In ancient times, culture was passed down orally. Today, the internet and digital technologies have become the primary mediums for cultural transmission. Art, as part of culture, has the ability to move and inspire people. Zhang highlights an interesting observation. Many of the most beautiful songs come from minority groups or foreign cultures. He argues that minority cultures, being less constrained by mainstream society, often produce more passionate and creative works of art. In contrast, the majority culture, particularly the Han people, has been stifled by centuries of feudal thinking, resulting in fewer original artistic creations. Zhang also notes that culture and art not only reflect human experiences, but they also shape societies. For example, South Korea and the United States have successfully used their cultural industries to both generate economic benefits and promote their values worldwide. Zhang delves into the process by which humans acquire knowledge. He explains that knowledge comes from perceiving, analyzing, and filtering external information. Through experience, humans accumulate knowledge that allows them to better understand the natural and social worlds. There are two primary forms of knowledge acquisition: direct knowledge, which comes from personal experience and observation, and indirect knowledge, which is passed down through others' experiences. For example, the knowledge systems of natural sciences, social sciences, and cognitive sciences are all built on centuries of accumulated human experience. Zhang places special emphasis on the importance of philosophical knowledge. Philosophy synthesizes knowledge about nature, society, and human thought, providing a framework for understanding the interactions between science and religion. While science and technology have led to incredible advances in the material world, philosophy continues to be an essential tool for reflecting on life's meaning and making ethical decisions. Zhang also explores the idea of reincarnation and its role in the emergence of genius. He asserts that true genius is not simply cultivated in a single lifetime. It is the result of accumulated wisdom through multiple lifetimes of reincarnation. In Zhang's view, some of the greatest minds in history, such as Galileo, Newton, and Einstein, are products of this process. Their extraordinary intelligence and talents are the result of multiple incarnations, during which they accumulated knowledge and wisdom far beyond that of ordinary people. Zhang also explains that a person's consciousness is a form of energy, and the soul is the core of this energy. When a person dies, their soul does not disappear, but instead persists in the universe in the form of waves. This wave can later manifest in another being, leading to the continuity of wisdom across lifetimes. Although this idea may differ from mainstream scientific thought, it raises intriguing questions. Is it possible to tap into the wisdom of past lives? Zhang believes that not only is this possible, but it is also a key factor in the birth of genius. Looking to the future, Zhang argues that as science continues to advance, the role of religion will gradually diminish and become marginalized. Science will increasingly become humanity's primary tool for understanding the universe and controlling its destiny. However, Zhang acknowledges that religion will not disappear entirely. Religion will continue to play an essential role in shaping morality and addressing the spiritual needs of humanity, particularly in areas where science cannot provide answers. At the same time, philosophy will act as a bridge between science and religion. Zhang emphasizes that philosophy will help humanity navigate the ethical challenges posed by scientific advancements, and it will continue to provide a means for reflecting on the deeper meaning of life and existence. Zhang believes that the future will be a technologically advanced society, but this does not mean that religion and philosophy will become obsolete. As human understanding of the universe deepens, religion, science, and philosophy will continue to have their distinct and complementary roles. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have explored the complex interplay between religion, science, philosophy, culture, and art. Zhang Xiangqian's insights offer us a new way of understanding the relationship between these fields and their influence on human civilization. While science is increasingly dominant in modern society, religion continues to provide spiritual guidance. Philosophy, in turn, helps us find balance between these two forces, offering profound tools for reflecting on life's most important questions. Through this discussion, I hope we have gained a deeper understanding of these crucial topics and their ongoing impact on our lives. Thank you all for listening.